Hello everyone, welcome back to the Aspen Tech channel. For those who haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe the channel, watch the previous videos so that you can get understanding regarding the component selection and regarding the thermodynamic fluid package selection in Aspen HYSYS. Our today's exercise is related to the generation of steam tables in Aspen HYSYS. So the problem statement is that by using the Aspen HYSYS, calculate the saturated steam properties by varying the temperature from 100 degrees centigrade to 350 degrees centigrade, and by variation of the temperature generate a table which displays pressure, mass enthalpy, mass entropy, and mass densities. So by varying the temperature from a lower bound which is 100 degrees centigrade to a upper bound 350 degrees centigrade, we have to calculate the four dependent properties which are pressure, mass enthalpy, mass entropy, and mass density. Today's exercise is divided into two parts. At first, we need to select an appropriate fluid package, and then we have to generate the table and followed by its discussion. So let's start Aspen-HYSYS. First thing to do is to select water as the component, as explained in previous videos as well. For fluid package, as we have discussed in our previous video related to thermodynamic property packages selection, I will give its link above in the video as well, or give its link in the description as well. We have two options to generate steam tables: SME steam property package or NBST. So today we will discuss these two property packages by using method assistant. Click here, SME steam. Click SME steam, and this property package, the first one is SME steam, which is restricted to a single component, which is water. If only the component water is involved, then you can select SB steam or NBST. But if more than one component, means with water, any other component, either is hydrogen, methane, or any other component is involved, then you cannot use SB steam or NB steam. Though in our process steam is generated, then you cannot use these two property packages. It accesses the SB 1967 steam tables, and it has limitations that pressure should be less than 15,000 psia, and temperature must be greater than 32 degree Fahrenheit and less than 1500 degree Fahrenheit. So this property packages is associated with some limitations as well. Now moving to NBS steam, click it over here, select it, that it is restricted again to a single component, which is water. So this should be clear that these two property packages should be used only when you have only water in your component list. It uses the NBS 1984 steam tables, which reportedly have better calculations near the critical point than SMIN 1967. So you see, it's a year difference as well. So better to use NBS steam, and in this system, we will be using NBS steam property package. I hope that will be clear to you as well. So click add, scroll it down to NBS steam. As you see, this has turned green, means we have selected the right property package. Now we will add stream in the simulation environment. As you can see, we have added a material stream over here who's labeled it as 1. So it's steam. We will rename it as steam, and we have to just enter one value, which is the composition, unknown composition, which has been asked to us as well. So click 1, because it's a single component, so mole fraction will be 1, and OK. No need to enter any other property. Just close it, right click over here, create stream analysis, and under which you select property table. So you see this property table has been opened in the window. You can also access this table by clicking stream analysis over here, stream analysis, and selecting property table. And as you can see, click steam, OK, and you see this property table has been opened. So there are two ways to access this table. Now first we need to define the independent variables. These are by default values. That is why it has given the option of unknown, or it is demanding the unknown dependent property. So what you need to do, first you have been given the value of variable number 1, which is temperature. The options are vapor fraction, temperature, pressure, enthalpy, molar entropy, but you have been given to vary the temperature from 100 degrees centigrade to 350 degrees centigrade. It should be incremental. It cannot be state, because if you select it as state, only one value can be given over here. But in your problem statement, you have been asked that it should be between 100 degrees centigrade, which is the lower bound, and to 350 degrees centigrade, which is the upper bound. So what you do, select it to incremental 100 degrees centigrade to 350 degrees centigrade, and number of increments. This number of increments means that you have to give the information that how many steps you require. It is not the step size. Step size, if 10 is the step size, it means 100, 110, 120 up to 350. It's not the same. If it's 10 over here, it means 100, 125, 150, and so on. If you increase it to 100, then 100, 102.5. Now how I'm saying this, because upper bound minus lower bound, 350 minus 100, it's 250, divided by 100, it's 2.5. If I take it as 10, 350 minus 100, it's 250, divided by 10, 25. So 25 degrees centigrade will be the step size in case of 10 number of increments, and 2.5 will be the step size if we take it as 100. What is the second variable? It's not the pressure. We have been asked to calculate the pressure, or it's a dependent property which depends on temperature. So what's the second parameter given over here? It's the vapor fraction. And as you know that for steam, for vapors, its value is always 1, and it cannot be incremental. It's a state value. So click 1 over here. This dep.prop means dependent properties. And here we will be add these 4 properties which have been asked us to calculate. Click add, scroll it down, and go to mass density. Click add, click here MASS from keyboard, and you can access this as well, mass enthalpy. Similarly add, click here mass density, enthalpy, entropy, and last thing add PRE, and you can see pressure is accessed over here. So as you see, this bar has been turned yellow. This was also turned yellow when you have entered the first, you have added the first dependent property. But since you were interested in calculating 4, so you will be clicking the calculate button after adding these 4 parameters, or the number of parameters you have been asked to calculate. Now click calculate, and as you see, it has turned green. It means that all the parameters have been calculated successfully and there are no errors present in the system. So how can you access these? Go to performance tab, and as you can see, the all values have been calculated successfully over here from 100 to 350 degrees centigrade. At as I was telling you earlier, that the step size is 2.5 degrees centigrade for 100 number of increments. Change the number of increments and see what result are you getting. Temperature, vapor fraction is 1, pressure is given over here, entropy, enthalpy, density, all the values have been given over here. So I would suggest to compare these values with your manual values, or you can use some website or online calculator to calculate the values of enthalpy, density, entropy, and pressure. Obviously, for saturated steam, we need either one parameter, temperature or pressure. In this case, it was temperature. You can solve the same simulation or generate the same steam table by varying the pressure in the system. Now, one last thing regarding this exercise, that enthalpy is coming in negative. Enthalpy value is negative. As you know that these values are calculated with respect to some reference state, and usually in Aspen HYSYS and even in Aspen Plus, when we will go Aspen Plus, that these values are calculated with reference to some initial conditions or reference conditions, which are usually 25 degrees centigrade and 1.013 bar. So what you do, you calculate the initial enthalpy, initial mass enthalpy at 25 degrees centigrade and 1.013 bar, and subtract from these values, and you will get the value in positive. So this was our today's exercise. If you have any queries, please reply in comment section or inbox me your queries. In the next video we will be performing flash calculations in Aspen HYSYS, and we will model a flash separator. So please do watch the video, like the video, subscribe the channel, Aspen Tech channel. Till then, it's goodbye.